Up until now, we have talked about classes and how classes are used to create objects. Now, one thing I want you to understand is that the whole idea behind classes is to represent real-world objects in code. Classes and objects are an essential part of object-oriented programming. But another equally important aspect of object-oriented programming is what it's called inheritance. In Java, we can write a class with its attributes, states, property, behaviors, and so forth, and then write other classes that inherit those states and behaviors. Now, this is a very, very important tool because it makes it possible to write flexible, robust, and coherent code. Now, let's see a visual representation of what we're talking about here. Let's say we have a guitar in the real world. In the real world, a guitar may have a name, a guitar may have a serial number, and it may also have a number of strings. Also, a guitar may have a behavior of play. A guitar may also have a behavior of sound. What kind of sound does it make? Now, the idea here is that we can represent this guitar as a class in code, as we've done previously with classes. Now, if I wanted to then say, well, I also want to create a different kind of a guitar, because within guitar, you could have a bass guitar, you could have electric guitar, you could also have a classical guitar. Well, you could go ahead and create all of those different kinds of guitars and have their own attributes and behaviors. But what Java does for us is that it allows us to actually say, instead of creating a new class for each of different kind of guitars with the same behaviors and same attributes, why not inherit all of those common attributes from the parent class, in this case guitar? So the idea here is that, well, we can create a class called bass, which will represent a bass guitar. In that case, this class bass guitar will inherit all of the attributes and functions, methods, or behaviors of the guitar. And the same thing we can do with a classical guitar, same thing with electric guitar. Because as you can see, all of this bass, classical, and electric guitar have a lot of things in common with a guitar. The idea of just a guitar, right? So why go out and create different classes that represent bass, classical guitar with all of these same behaviors and attributes? That's why Java is an amazing language, but it allows us to then just create one main class, a parent class that has all those attributes and behaviors, and then create as many classes, subclasses, or children that will then inherit all of the parents' behaviors and attributes. That's object-oriented programming. All right, in the next one, we'll then take a look on how we do this in code. See you then.